Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer is a Lifestyle. So I am very happy that we are in September. August has been by far, I think, one of the busiest time I've ever had. I ended up filling in for quite a few people at work. Everyone went on vacation in August. How do you like that? So it's nice to be kind of back to normal routine. This is kind of like in my last week. But I am off today and tomorrow, and I am fully intending on taking advantage of it and just kind of get a lot of things done. And as you know, when we're home, the time just flies. It just flies. I can't believe that it's almost 5 o'clock right now, and I'm like, what did I do today? But I have I had a visitation / funeral today, and I will tell you, it never fails to amaze me how it's always raining whenever I go to one. I'm trying to think back if it was ever a real sunny, beautiful day when I went to a funeral. I don't think it's ever happened. And in fact, the temperatures dropped and it's kind of chilly, and I feel really chilled. Rainy, cold weather is not good for my joints. So I'm a little, stiff and all, but don't get my necklace. But anyway, let's get on with it. Not that you guys need to know about that. But, so yes, September is here. I'm looking forward to things going back to normal. I have a week yet to get through and then go back to my old schedule. So let's get started. I have been wanting to work on my Frankenstein granny squares. These were one of my, this is one of my 12 cast-ons that I started for the year. And this is for my scrap Frankenstein squares that I was making, and I'm going to make it into two blankets. If you see, some are solid and some are multi-colors, and I'm calling them Frankenstein because they're all crazy. But I wanted to make a blanket and use navy blue yarn to kind of bind them together and put it on my couch and my love seat couch, my main couch and my love seat couch downstairs. Our couches are actually like navy blue, so I wanted to use navy blue backing for it, and I think it's going to look fantastic. I know they're crazy looking because it's all scrap yarn, but I've been wanting to start putting them together because I have quite a bit of it. I've been making these squares. So here's my dilemma. When I go into whatever yarn store, it could be anything that has yarn. It could be Walmart, it could be, Michael's or whatever. I have been going in to get like a 1-pounder, or I'll even take the small ones, as long as it's of navy blue yarn. Every single time I go, no matter where I go, I don't have navy blue yarn. I just want plain, ordinary navy blue yarn. So I know that sounds crazy. I haven't gone to Joann's and I haven't gone to Michael's, but I have gone to Walmart and to, I've been also at Hobby Lobby quite a few times, and they've even had like the Crafter Secret on the 1-pounder on sale, and I want it not in navy blue. Nope, nowhere. So I think I need to, I'm dreading this point because I really don't like shopping, running around, and I'm going to have to take a day and just go visit all 4 in a row and get some navy blue so I can start. I cannot believe I can't find that color. I'm sure it's out there. But yes, I want to start because there's quite a lot of these. I don't want to make too many if I don't need to. And it's getting cold out, so I kind of want to get it started. I'm going to use it for the, to lounge in the cold, to cover ourselves up. Another thing, I had to frog something. Now I know, and sometimes we say something and then we're kind of made to eat our words. I have been made to eat my words several times. I've said a few times that I do not like to frog items that I work on, and I just try to make the best thing. I have frog back, maybe a couple rows and all, but I kind of just make it, and I try to cover it up if I can. The thing is, when I say that, I may cover, make it work somehow, but it doesn't really look great, you guys, when I do that. Because people seem to think that, I, I have some secret to making it look good. But I actually frogged something I've worked on. So I'm going to, last summer, when our old cat was still alive, Diamond, she passed away this summer at the age of 15. I made her a mat out of this Burnett terry. And I made her kind of a pad for her bed. She has this, I know our cat has we bought her like one of those large dog beds, but she lays in it. So it's this huge, square thing. And I made her a pad to lay in, so she could, like her blanket, to lay in. And she slept in it a few times. Our kittens here, and this is our older girl, or Savannah, she started nibbling on this thing, and she ate a good corner of this blanket. So my daughter really are alarmed, and that she's eating this. So I've washed it first, and I frogged it, because now I'm really afraid of making them anything, because I don't see, here she is. There's Savannah sleeping on the bed, and Isabella was in the room here somewhere. Savannah is so pretty. Anyway, I'm afraid to make them anything because they're going to eat it. She's ate a good chunk of this, her blanket for her bed. So I'm not going to. The other mood rug that I made that she sleeps on all the time, so far she hasn't taken it apart, but I'm really kind of scared, and I'm actually thinking maybe I should just do make like out of material or something, but they might just pull out the threads, who knows. But I'm going to end up using this for a personal project instead. Even though I washed it and all, I would be very skeptical to make something and donate, because of the fact that some people are allergic to cat hair. Even though I washed it and all, it might still be on there. So I'm going to use it for my own personal project. I have something in mind that I'm going to work on. So I did, yes, I frogged an entire project. So let me show you what I made. I've been making some hats and scarves. I've also started a new box for a new donation. So I have a new box started right here, and it's going to Primo Center, which is an organization that helps urban families. And they do a variety of things, helping with housings, help them with, clothing, furniture, jobs, all sorts of things. They really have several facilities throughout the city in Chicago, and so I am making them a box. I have a couple baby blankets in there. I've also have some hats and some scarves that I'm putting in there. So I've been, as I've told you before, I've been making a lot of hats and scarves, not scarves, but hats, because at this time of the year, in the fall, I end up donating quite a lot of hats to different organizations. So I have worked on, let me find my, oh yeah, here's one hat that I have made, and all of them, excuse me, all of them I've been making from the bottom up, because for some reason I'm really loving the look. So this is just the basic one that I would grab with me so I can work at lunch, at work, kind of whip one up. And this one is in the Premier Everyday Christmas green. Really pretty. There's still about this much left over, and I actually started another hat, but I only have this much. So that little, I think it was only like 4 ounces in here, actually. But it's nice yarn. I like it. So I made that. Then I made, where are they? Then I had the yarn left over from when Terry and I, from Nana's Crochet Ideas, when we had our, we were making the tank top. challenge, and we were both using the same yarn. I do not know how to pronounce this. The Kapitoshka, but it was this yarn, and it does not have a color name, but it has a lot number on it. And if you guys remember, it was the nice purple, and we both made a tank top for, you know, I made one for my daughter, she made one for her granddaughter. So it's been staring at me over here, and it's been like calling out my name, like, make a hat and scarf out of them. Well, I had enough to make 2 hats, and I love how it all comes out a little bit different, a little pattern different. And I decided to make a scarf with it. Now, someone suggested, when I was asking for suggestions for what kind of stitch should I use for my mom's blanket that I'm making out of the puzzle yarn, a Drunken granny square. So I thought, you know, when I looked it up, and I thought, you know what? It makes a really pretty scarf. I love it. So I made a scarf along with it. So look how nice that came out. Now, I have to make a confession, since I'm doing a lot of confessing this year, it seems. I am not one to make scarves. I normally, when I would make scarf, I would loom them. One, I really loved the way they looked. To me, a winter scarf should be nice and thick, that, you know, because you want to be warm. That's what a scarf is to me. But I've noticed that people love decorative scarves. So to me, this would be like a decorative scarf, because, for heaven's sakes, I can't imagine being really warm with these, but people love the decorative scarf. And the other thing is, I almost have to follow a pattern when I make scarves, because for some reason, if I don't count, and I'm horrible at this, you guys, when I make something, whether it's a blanket or whatever, and I just make my own, if you know, I don't count my stitches. So I start crocheting and I go, this looks about right. Kind of like when you're cooking, you just start throwing things, you know, a little bit of this, little bit of that. And I do that with my scarves. And then somehow or other, because I haven't counted, I kind of either go out or I kind of go in, and it's not perfectly straight. So, but I love this Drunken granny square for the scarf. I think it looks absolutely lovely. I love it so much. I love how it came out, and I have been using it for any scarves that I'm making right now. So I made so here's the 3. And then here's the other Drunken granny square, and this is in the Crafter's Secret Dark Ivory. I love Crafter's Secret. I think it's a great yarn. I love it very much, from Hobby Lobby. This is the Dark Ivory. It looks more like buttercream to me, but they call it Dark Ivory. And I kind of paired it up with this hat that I had that I made from scraps. This is like a green, and this is, it has like, you see, it's got like little patches of flesh color, like what I would call pale flesh, and it has it like throughout, like real faint. You see in little parts here. I still haven't washed it and put my tags in, so don't look. But I needed a little bit extra, so I took that dark ivory and I did it on the bottom, and I think it'll be okay if I combine it together. So that's going to be a set. Also, I had some leftover from my shawl of that ombre. Let me see, even though somebody put it down how to pronounce it, I can never say it right. It's my burgundy one, and it's the Anemone. You know, I don't know how to say it, but I love my ombre. I think it came out really nice for the hat. And then I had not hate campaign that I never put it with this one, only because I ended up running out of the blue, and I did not know, I didn't have enough. So when I sent it out, and I kind of messed up this hat to begin with. If you notice, I decided I was trying to make a different kind of hat, and I could not get this. I ran out of the yarn. And then when I finally found something that I could match this up with, I couldn't remember how the pattern went. So I just finished it off. But it was one that had the wide brim. Do you see how wide it is? That you could bend it over and have a really... So it was meant for hat, not hate, but I ended up, I'm going to send it along with this one. And I still have more for more room for other items in there. So that's about all that I did. And then I had some scraps. Don't judge me with my Frankensteins. You know, somebody, I was telling them I was doing the Frankenstein scrap granny squares. And I was showing them some of these. And they were like, I can't even picture this blanket, what it's going to look like. Because they're probably thinking to themselves, good Lord, this is going to be the ugliest thing ever. But I think it won't, because I think once you put it together and that navy blue will offset it. This, by the way, is some terry cloth. I was kind of like experimenting with it, but I think it'll be okay. You know what? It's going to be great. And I want to get it started because I really wanted to put it together. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I got. I mishmash of things again. That's all I've been working on is mishmash. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I feel like the fall is right around the corner. Who knows? The humidity seems to be gone only because of this rainy day today. But who knows, you know? Could come back still. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you will find some time to kind of relax and do all the things you love to do, because we all need a break, and we need to do our hobbies. We need to do what relaxes us and helps us, and to de-stress. We can't be just working. So, so anyway, I will be seeing you soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.